Alrighty, guys. As we were looking for the video where Ethan threw a little bit of shade at Def Noodles in his newest Steamies or Streamies or whatever they're called, I came across this video. It's about Def Noodles. Ex-friend exposes him. I think it's Marcus, his black guy friend. That guy didn't like me very much. Understandably so, because I'm absolutely freaking based. So I'm kind of curious. So let's do it.
Back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all having. Hi,
oh, it's from Adam McIntyre.
Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all having the best day ever. Thank you so much for clicking on my YouTube channel today. But I have a bone to pick. First of all, before we begin,
it's an okay day.
I am not disrespectful to any of you, for the most part. I don't come to your house and make fun of your family members. I don't come to your house and make fun of your best friends. So, does anyone want to tell me why in the past couple videos
my best friends are dumb? My wife's my best friend. I love her.
Our comment sections have been making fun of how quote-unquote ugly they believe that Garfield is. Because I invite you into my home, and I introduce you...
It's a little homely, my friend, but okay.
...to my friends, family even. And people have the disrespect to say that...
Okay.
Sorry. People have the disrespect to say that this is ugly. Now, all I'm going to say is, if you have those nasty words, direct them at me. What did he do to deserve it? I just had that bone to pick because I saw a lot of comments saying...
Oh, is that wallpaper of SpongeBob? I swear to God, I thought that was just like a literal picture that he just had behind him. I didn't even realize that this was a computer. I'm sorry.
Looked really...
My bad.
Look at that! Look, he's so embarrassed. He's so upset and so embarrassed. Keep your nasty comments about Garfield to yourself.
Sorry.
Hear me? Okay, on to the video. Hi! Welcome back! So, we are going to be talking about Def Noodles today. Now, I got this amazing set of DMs from this person online. They are called Maya, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much for sending me all the gossip that I missed. Oh, by the way, please make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel. Please check out my TikTok. It is at the Adam McIntyre on TikTok. If you click the pinned comment down below, and you go over and follow, and you comment saying, hey, I came from the...
Adam never followed my TikTok. And since then, I've grown like 2,000 followers because I make very funny content on TikTok. It's the same as my YouTube shorts, but people like my TikToks, okay? I'm actually back with a little bit of a vengeance here. It's gut_tube, okay, just in case you're curious. And I'm pushing out some pretty funny bangers, like this one.
Oh my God, I know.
Oh, I censored it. With Adam McIntyre instead of the recoil Billie Eilish, okay?
Oh my God,
111,000 views. The reason I want to bring this up is because if you look on the app, there's the search that says the recoil Billie Eilish. And I just need you guys to understand that what happened is I accidentally clicked on it. And then when my wife was going through my TikTok, she saw it in my search bar, but I didn't actually want to look that up. It's not my fault. True. Based. Okay, that's among some of the bangers that I've been pushing out. So just letting you guys know, if you want to follow, some pretty good content out there, okay, on the Papa Gut channel. Let's keep going. All right, just letting you know.
The Def Noodles video, please, I will message you back and say thank you, or I'll like your comment, whatever I can do. I appreciate all the support, I really do, and this was just a stupid bit at the start of the video, but I appreciate you clicking. I know that I'm not the best at what I do, and I know when it comes to Def Noodles, there were a lot of people covering it throughout the past couple months, and I know I'm not the funniest, or the brightest, or any of those things. I'm not saying this in a self-deprecating way.
No. Nobody can be not everybody can be as good as me, you know what I mean? Sorry, I swallowed some. I inhaled a little bit of my spit. Sorry.
I'm saying this, that you don't have to be watching my videos, you don't have to continue supporting me. There are so many drama channels making the same type of content, commentary channels. I appreciate you coming back, and I hope you know that, because I got a lot of comments from people, aside from the jokes, basically saying in my last Dennis video, being like, wow, I can't believe like it's been a couple months, and you know, like, I still am watching the videos, and you know, thank you for making them, but I just want to kind of throw that back and be like, thank you for still watching them, because I know, again, that you could be watching anyone else with your time, and I appreciate you being here. But anyway, Amaya has let me know that Dennis is basically on this little campaign right now, and apparently it has something to do with his ex-friend's business partner speaking up against him, and it is just so messy. Let me clear my throat. So, as we're aware, now what is happening on the trending? Number 1 trending, Madonna. Number 2 trending, it's happening! Number 3, Selena Gomez. Number 4, at The Sims 4. I wonder if any of these have anything in common. Is Selena Gomez going on The Sims 4 with Madonna because it's happening? Let me know. Anyway, as we're aware, Kavos tweeted that Def Noodles had DM'd him. Now, I've said this
If this was your son, would you beat him? Why would I beat him if he was my son? What is wrong with you? If I had a shirt like that, I would wear it right now.
previous videos, so we're going to do this really quickly and then get on to the other ones. Dennis said, hi Kavos, hope you're doing alright. I know we really didn't see eye to eye about a lot of things.
Yeah, we talked about
Dennis literally said he wanted to Kava. So let's, all right, we'll move
Kiss
on.
him?
And that we've had misunderstandings in the past, but I've been taking time to reflect and I'm trying to take a new leaf. Would love to be able to chat with you and hopefully bury the hatchet. That was very one-sided in the first place from Dennis, but whatever. No pressure. If you don't want to do it, that's perfectly fine. We can do it off camera or however else you would like to do it. Let me know. And then Kavos was basically like, no. Good luck to him turning in.
My thing is that if you're trying to apologize, why not just say like, hey, sorry, brother, I was crazy, blah, 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 blah. But like the fact that he's trying to have a conversation with the guy sounds like he's trying to like bait out a conversation for like views or something, so...
New leaf. I barely even befriend people online. I have no need or want for him to, be my friend. And a lot of people were giving Kavos a lot of, shit for this, and a lot of people were agreeing with Kavos, and I think a lot of people forget how messy...
Did anybody actually give Kavos any shit for that, or what?
See, everything that happened with Dennis really was, and I'm seeing that, thank you again, Amaya, that Nicholas Diorio has also posted that Dennis sent him a very similar thing. And I was looking at this and I was like, because there were, a couple, maybe 4 Deaf Noodles fans in my comment sections being like, why aren't you letting him grow? Why aren't you letting him change? Why aren't you? And I was like, all right, like, let me look into these, like, apologies that he's doing, which, he literally on his...
What? Those people exist? And I got none of those in my chat. They must feel way too comfortable with Adam for whatever reason. But they don't come here. Get out. Don't come here. If you like Deaf Noodles, you can watch my content, but you have a fucking mental disorder. So
his live stream got his audience to basically write for him. No, that is the truth. If you want to go and watch my previous video on Dennis, posted a couple days ago, that is the truth. And which just makes it so insincere that you couldn't even write like a half-assed apology by yourself. You had to get your like 37 people that were watching your live streams do it. And so I was like, okay, let me read these apologies. Like he's apologizing to people, even if it is written mostly by his audience or whatever. And I was like, let me, give him the benefit of the doubt, even though we've done that with Dennis a lot. And then I find out that it was Steve is apparently exposing him, which is the guy that used to work at the comedy club, Steven, and he's now talking about how Dennis has screwed him over. So now a lot of people are saying that Dennis is, on this apology tour and this accountability tour, if you...
Sorry, apology tour.
You will, because, his ex-business partner, Steven, who we're all aware, was in those videos whenever Dennis was coming for people, joining in.
Nobody hates me, okay? I'm impossible to dislike. You guys are, oh, this person hates you. This person, nobody hates me, dude. I'm impossible to dislike. I am such a fun, loving guy, okay? Hate for Papa God is so temporary, okay? We've seen it time and time again. It's not a real thing.
Is now speaking up against Dennis, and maybe Dennis needs the support of the community that he once told to. You know what I mean? So let's read what he sent to Nicholas Diorio before we get to what his business partner Steven was saying. So Nicholas Diorio said, since it's all super public now, and he himself showed it on his stream, so again, Dennis literally posting that he was going to do this, which kind of takes away from the sincerity of it whenever you're literally involving your audience and writing an apology that should be private and you're saying these DMs is private. All right. This is what I said to Deaf Noodles. A lot of the discussion on his views are being super low, but I don't really care about who people say, why
don't I use 2x cash? You have to fucking buy 2x cash, bro. What are you talking about? You have to go, what do you mean? You have to like pay for 2x cash. Look at this. Where is it? You fucking, it's $18 to fucking double cash mode. What do you mean? Why don't I buy it? Are you kidding me right now, bro? It's what? It's $18. Why the fuck would I do $18 just for 2x cash? Incredible stuff. Let's continue this video.
A lot of the discussion, his views being low.
Hey, what's going on?
A lot of the discussion, his views... Nicholas, this is written very awfully. A lot of the discussion, his views being low, but I don't really care about who people say what I should and shouldn't platform. Is this something you guys would be interested to see? So here we see these DMs from Dennis that say, well, I mean, I assume from Dennis, we don't really see that it's from Deaf Noodles, but whatever. Hey man, hope you're well. I know we haven't really seen eye to eye, but so basically the same
formulated... Stop trying to goad me into doing bingo things, okay? Stop trying to make me rub my head for your Papa Gut bingo, as you objectify me.
Which is fine, but whenever we now know about Steven coming forward, it kind of makes me side-eye it a little bit more.
Steven?
I know we haven't seen eye to eye for a lot of things. Deaf Noodles and Nicholas Diorio not seeing eye to eye?
More like
color me blind. But I've taken some time to reflect, so I'm reaching out to see if you'd be interested in having a chat, and hopefully burying the hatchet. So same thing, no pressure, absolutely understand if this is something you don't want to do. Can be off camera too, anyways, take care. So basically, the copied and pasted...
Wait, did you say the same thing to everybody? That's a little, that comes off as a little silly, but okay.
One that was sent to the other person is now being sent to the other person, which is being copied and pasted to the other one. So not only was this an apology that was written basically with the helping hand of Dennis's audience, which I don't know why they need to be included in this whatsoever.
I think it's because Dennis is like socially... awkward. That's probably what it is, more than anything else. So
Now, I copied and pasted formulated one to a bunch of different people. I don't know if Dennis thought that people were going to tweet it out, if they were just going to ignore him, but it doesn't really help his case when you're really just copying and pasting the same thing to everyone. It makes it so much more, like, less sincere, and then when we know that your audience was in on writing this, it just brings it down a little bit more.
If Dennis really wanted to go all in on an apology, he would have said, like, hey, what's up? And then he would have said the N-word with an A on it. In the way of it meaning like a jovial friendship term. Now, of course, that's social suicide, but it would have shown that Def is making a genuine apology, because then it's like, hey, listen, I know you could expose me, but I'm trying to be friends again. That's my advice to you, Duff Noodles. You need to start saying this word, okay? That's what you need to do.
I guess I just don't understand why you would care to bury the hatchet with me. I'm not super opposed to chatting. My first thoughts reading this were, why now? LOL. Let me know what you had in mind and I'll think it over.
Sorry.
To be honest, I don't know why now. I've been thinking about this for a while, so now a lot of people are speculating that this has something to do with Steven. Now again, I don't know if that's true. We are just taking what is out there.
I mean, it's possible that feels like he has no friends left and now he's looking for someone to be friends with. What a sweet moment. You know, maybe just get like a regular person job. Deliver pizzas or something, Dennis.
And reading it and putting it together, this could be, you know, completely fabricated.
Get your CDL and drive a bus. I mean, I'm not even kidding. That's what I'd do if I don't make it on the line, bro. I'll probably go back to driving buses. It is what it is, brother. We got a pretty cool, fun. We had a fun time, and if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
The narrative was completely off, but all I'm saying is a lot of people are kind of, you know, putting two and two together. Just didn't know how to approach it, really. We can chat however you like on Discord, on or off camera, whatever's easiest. Just looking to make peace is all. Alright, so then we have, Nicholas goes on, says, I'm never against hearing someone out. I've chatted online and offline in the past with plenty of people I've been hostile to. And, you know, naming a few, I'm never going to be
What do you name? Am I in there?
Anyone's redemption arc, but I've wanted to have a legit conversation for like 2 years. Now, the last time Nicholas and Dennis were in a conversation where they could have had a conversation, Dennis really didn't want to talk to him at all. So, again,
actually, what happened is I jumped in and I sliced off the conversation before he could get to speak his mind. Because it was about me. Okay. But that is what actually happened.
So many really weird things about this. Now, again, a lot of people are saying, you know, he made his bed. He made it such a point that he didn't like any of these people that he's now DMing, and it was just really messy and really targeted and really hurtful and really just catty. And this thing about Steven really doesn't help. So, anyway, this is the tweet. So, from this user, it says, is Dennis Noodles asking for... Sorry, when people say Dennis Noodles, it just throws me off. Is Dennis Noodles asking for forgiveness because he's afraid of Skid Row Steve exposing him at Tipster, right? Tipster and Xylee. So, here we have Steven says... I was robbed nasty last year. I want to quit life, though. Take a couple of y'all disrespectful hacks with me. If you're
Jesus Christ, what the fuck? That's very concerning. Oh my God.
You're an artist, don't work someone else's plantation. They will treat you like a slave, and you'll have nothing to show for it, and they will go off looking like a hero.
Holy fuck, Marcus called Dennis a fucking slave master. That's so funny. Marcus said that I'm a white privilege as well, which I thought was funny. But this shows to me that, like, because he was calling me like a big old racist fat guy, and he's not wrong. I mean, but he was calling me that. It's very clear to me that he just says these things as like a fuck you, right? Like, there are times where people have epic racism moments. You know, we think we've all been there. But he just calls everybody a racist all the time. Okay? Because I happen to know Dennis would never run his business like a slave master because he's afraid of black people. Okay? He's definitely afraid of them. That's why he called him Deaf Noodles. Okay? So he would... I don't know. But it just sounds like it's a pattern from this Marcus guy or whatever. Steven Marcus, whatever. It sounds like it's a pattern of him to just call everybody racist when he doesn't like them.
So then we go on and someone says, I'm sorry you had to go through this and you got used by some shit people, Steven. You knew what you were doing and tried to help build something cool. I was about to say, is that your phone? But it can't be your phone. Of course it's my one.
Oh shit, it is my phone. Just kidding. Prank you, idiot.
You knew what you were doing and tried to help build something cool. But instead you got pushed off to the side and I'm assuming not paid for all your hard work and it's effed up. Now,
what hard work did he do? Sit there and give shit fucking commentary? Okay. Not that hard, brother.
Again, this is all speculation from these tweets. All speculation. We have no idea if this is true. We have no idea the validity of, you know, the truth of these statements, whatever. I will make that very, very, very clear. But all I'm saying is that this is now public knowledge. And this is, you know, being put against Dennis, you know, trying to reach out to get the community back to support him and embrace him again whenever his, allegedly, his ex, you know, business partner is now speaking out against him. The same way his assistant spoke out against him. And remember, she... Remember that drama with whenever they went to Burning Man?
Yeah.
Do we all remember that?
Yeah.
He doesn't really have a good history with the employees if this is true and the other one was true. If they're both
sure,
true.
yeah.
Messy. So then we go on. It is effed up because my mortality is directly connected to my upward mobility.
Whoa, oh my god, dude, he's really loading the racisms into this conversation. Holy shit.
In short, food and time has been taken off and out of my life. I was lied to, not paid, and tricked into working for free as it would better the community and access. All it did was put me in a ditch. So then someone goes on and says, so the same person, the only reason he had so many followers is because he made a career out of internet drama.
Based, am I right? Same. Yeah, true.
What an awful thing for someone to do.
True.
Unfortunately, drama sells, but at what cost? I saw you try to bring light to important topics about the mistreatment of black entertainers. You didn't deserve that. None of y'all did. Stephen goes on to say, haha, and here I am, a prime example of being a mistreated black artist. LOL. Thanks, now that I have to live on Skid Row.
Artist? What? How is this guy an artist? Just curious. What's his art? Okay.
It's all taken a toll. So that is allegedly Stephen speaking up about, allegedly, his experience. And it just kind of, it makes you think. I mean, people are talking about this and it's like...
Doesn't make me think at all. I mean, I don't care. I don't care. Even if it's true, I mean, whatever. It sounds like he got into like a consensual business contract with the Def Noodles, and then Def Noodles torched his career, and there was never a return on it. Maybe he didn't pay him, but like if he did some things for free, it's probably because Dennis had like a really promising career at one point and then destroyed it so that he couldn't get whatever like social payment that like Dennis promised the guy. That's unfortunate, brother. There's artists calling people racist. True. Very based. That's what it is. I mean, not for nothing, but this Marcus guy was part of the downfall of Def Noodles. He encouraged every step of the way and like was with him and like being as toxic as fuck. So, I mean, you can't really complain, brother.
I want to give Dennis the benefit of the doubt. What he went through online was so awful. He caused all of it, but it was so awful. It was so frustrating. It was so disgusting. It was so irritating. He was telling us every day that he knew what he was doing, that he wanted to piss us off, he wanted to get more attention, and blah, 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 blah.
There was some spicy moments that came out of it. So I feel like, let's see. My favorite moment, if I can find it. Oh, this is my favorite moment, honestly. My favorite moment here. What are you gonna do, brother? It's kind of funny now. Now that months have gone by, it's a little bit funny. It's a little bit funny. It's a little mean, but hey, what are you gonna do, man? That's why you can't be sensitive. Oh, well.
So he knew what he was doing. That's fair enough. He knew that, getting in drama and doing all this, he was trying to get the Comedy Club. The Comedy Club did not work. So... True. All of that, say I push all of that aside and I'm like, okay, he wants to, turn a new leaf. I read these apologies, like I've stated many times, your audience have helped you write it, and you're copying and pasting the same...
That's not even the real issue. Let's be honest, what the real issue with Dennis is that there's no reason to be his friend. Like, not trying to be that guy, but we all do it to an extent. It depends on, like, some people do it more than others. I do it less than most people, I'm going to be real with you. But we all kind of do it. It's that you attach yourself generally... We are in the online content creation space, just like if you are a mechanic, you are in the mechanic space. Mechanics respect other mechanics that are good mechanics. Content creators respect other content creators that are good. Generally speaking, you look at outcomes as what it means to be a good content creator. There's obviously more nuance in that, but we're going to simplify it for the sake of the argument. Same thing with mechanics, content creators. If there's somebody who is not a good content creator, like Dennis Noodles, okay? You really don't have a big reason to give a shit. It brings into question why he's apologizing, which seems to be just to try to get back into good graces for sure. If he had a solid amount of views and was still doing well, people would look at him and go, oh, maybe I will apologize. Because it's like, oh, he maintained himself. He didn't need us, but he still wants to apologize. So, oh, okay, cool. That's really what it comes down to. But he lost a significant amount of respect, bro. His content sucks. And that's because Dennis doesn't understand he's not an entertainer. Dennis is a backstage guy that managed to get front stage. He used to collect information, very basic, dumb information, and he used to speak very little and put it all together in his videos, and he got a lot of attention because he's good at it. You can't blame the man because he's good at collecting a bunch of bullshit random information because he's so fucking terminally online. Okay? That was his expertise. his je ne sais quoi. Is that the right way to use that? I don't know. But he's not a personality. Dennis is a behind-the-scenes guy. And Dennis has shifted towards being a personality in the way of doing short, like longer form content, which is only about 8 to 10 minutes, but it's one topic. So his 8-minute videos would have like 5 or 6 topics, and it would be other people talking. Now he does one topic for like 10 minutes, and you just can't sit through it. It's so grating. It's so grating, guys. It's too much. We're lost. We're lost, guys. So James Charles, he messaged another kid, and he starts sweating. Okay, if Dennis was fat, he'd be sweating profusely. Okay, he's just always anxious all the time. You got to talk less, brother. Like, it's too much. Okay, it's too much. That's the problem. It's just not interesting.
To multiple different creators you've had huge problems with. Me and Dennis have never really had a problem together, so it's these other creators, and they're all getting the same formulated, copied and pasted apology in the same time frame that allegedly your ex-business partner is speaking up about allegedly being mistreated. It's just all very weird. And then when you put all that together with the assistant speaking up last year about being mistreated on the allegedly being mistreated on the Burning Man trip and how unprofessional you were.
Nobody actually cares about that, to be honest with you. Like, I mean, I know people might be a little upset, but no, that wouldn't have mattered. That is like very little to do with the equation. It's just because he's like an asshole that fucked it. It's like that was like a small little like cherry on top, but
and all these different things. It doesn't look.
I do talk too much, but I'm more entertaining when you listen to me speak. I have a nice voice. I'm confident. I don't stumble through my fucking words like a goober. Okay, I'm generally more entertaining. Generally, okay, I'm not that entertaining. But, like, I know that I know how to speak to a crowd at the very least. So there's a difference, okay? And if I don't, at least I got the fucking confidence, baby. I'm too dumb to know I'm bad. Hey, confidence is key, my brothers and sisters.
Good for you. It doesn't look good for you. And for all the 4 Deaf Noodles fans that will comment on this video, completely valid. And I love to see... Not this chair. People were like, screw the bottom of it. I'm just going to keep going until I fall back one day. A lot of the Deaf Noodles fans were like, you know, it's so awful that you don't want to see someone turn a new leaf. And it's like, we're actually open to seeing people turn a new leaf. We have seen people do that within the community many times over and over again. It's actually how the community continues to work and thrive.
What the fuck does turning a new leaf even fucking mean, if we're being real here? What does that mean? Turning a new leaf? Like you turn it over? I don't get it.
So that's a false statement, and it's actually the things that Dennis did. I mean, he turned the entire community against him. He turned the entire drama community against him. He turned the commentary community against him. He then tried to one-up everyone. He got physical at his comedy shows that he, you know, made people pay so much money for, and just... He was doing all this, and he was saying that I'm making so much money, and then he was gloating about making so much money, and trolling, and blah. It's like, it's the same level that people don't want to forgive people like Trisha Paytas, where they're like, and Gabby Hanna, where they're like, we know you were willingly trying to provoke us, you were willingly trying to ruin everything, but it didn't work for you. And I think that that is my overall take on this Dennis situation. Muckers, let me know your opinion. Let's talk about it down below. Keep your snarky comments about Garfield
I want to hear
out of the comment section. Let me know. We'll talk about it down below. I appreciate you being here, and I will see you in my next one. And yeah, alright, bye.
I was holding a fart. Whoa! Got a little lightheaded after that one.
I want Papa Gut to pee on my face, but just as a friend. There's nothing weird about that. I want him to pee on my face.